teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 24, Fields. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Fields.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Jones. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. On play action, now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. He'll go right back to Tunyon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did very well.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to run. And he found it.
Crosby with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. Watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. They got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable. Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
2 yards, good enough for a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Let's take it inside his own 40. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for the. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Steps away toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. The 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The sack goes to Chris Barnes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, Can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On the ground with a tight end. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll draw the right side with Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
They'll set up a throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones
punching it in from a yard away. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is now 24. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all total. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now it's Fields. Claypool with another catch.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw it right on the back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Oh, wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Fields.
Nifty move. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break.